the end of it, we're able to actually solve the problems of the industries and be able to bring innovative solutions for them.
Welcome back to our interview series happening now at the ATxEnterprise, part of the ATX Singapore. And with me today, I have Akbar Rahman, a Section Head Ecosystem and Enterprise Innovation Platform at U Mobile. Akbar, so great to have you with us today.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. And I know that, the enterprise business is your forte, and you are tailoring a lot of innovative solutions in this space. Okay, so let us dive in to some of the topics that we want to cover today. Okay, so the first one is we are looking at enterprise customers who are demanding, outcome-driven digital solutions rather than, standalone connectivity. So gone are the days where, it's just a connection. Now they want the entire suite of services to support their business and existence. So how is U Mobile evolving its enterprise offerings to meet these changing expectations?
Yep, you are right. Now customers, especially enterprises, they are looking beyond connectivity. And our edge or competitive advantage is we do have the relationship with the customers and enterprise customers especially. So what we are doing at U Mobile is we are establishing this EIP, Enterprise Innovation Platform, where we are actually a platform that have structured programs and also provide the facilities and resources to actually co-develop, test and demonstrate 5G and AI solutions for enterprises. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's like a test lab where you try to tailor solutions based on different customer needs.
Correct. So we do target to digitize the entire verticals. But of course, as a start, we do have some priority verticals that we are working on. Yeah.
Okay. And what are those, the more interesting verticals that,
we are starting off with healthcare, focusing more on hospitals. Second would be transportation, more of transportation hubs. And third would be smart city, focusing on property and retail. So this is in line with our network, IBC investment in building coverage. So as we roll out our network across the country, we want to make sure that this network will be benefiting the end users, which are the enterprises. Yeah.
Okay, I see. And it must be pretty interesting because you mentioned the three very diverse sectors, right? Healthcare, transportation, and smart cities. They're all completely different. They have different SLAs, different requirements, and all that. So, do you find it challenging to bring the right solutions, which means you also have to approach the right vendors and make sure that it meets the needs of these particular customers?
Correct. You are right. It's very different. Every vertical has different needs or problems, I would say. So our approach is we build our sandbox. The sandbox itself provides a test bed for innovators or partners to actually, as I said, to co-develop, test and demonstrate solutions. So first of all, we have our partners, our anchor partners, to support with the core foundational technologies to build this sandbox environment itself. So we do have partners to support in terms of 5G itself, of course, 5G advanced infrastructure. We have cybersecurity, we have cloud, edge, robotics, as well as AI-driven solution development. And then the other part, we also bring in technology partners. So these are the partners that will support our use case development across the different verticals. So they bring in different domain expertise as well as vertical knowledge and expertise. So, for example, in terms of drones or AGVs, or robotics, and then in terms of the verticals, some are good in agriculture, some are in manufacturing. So that's why we do have a lot of partners that we bring in to make sure that at the end of it, we're able to actually solve the problems of the industries and be able to bring innovative solutions for them.
Yeah, and I guess, this continues the dialogue that's happening today at this show. We see that at ATX Singapore today, they're talking a lot about ecosystems, about partnerships, and based on what you've just said, we see that how important it is to have the right technology or solution providers, joining in the ecosystem. But I guess, apart from that, there are also other players like the government, the regulatories. We also have, maybe the investors who are coming in. Okay, so how important is, this ecosystem, and what do you guys do to nurture this ecosystem?
Yes, you are right. It is about ecosystem, because at the end of it, to bring these innovative solutions to the customers would require building different components of the solution.
Yes.
And as I mentioned the cloud, 5G,
Yes,
all that,
exactly.
all that comes together. The technology doesn't come in isolation,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So the technology part, of course, is a building block. The other part, of course, we're also engaging with government agencies. So these are our enablement partners. What they do is they provide policy advisory. Also, part of the ecosystem, of course, they provide funding. They provide the showcase avenues for our innovators as well. So these are funding feature fly, I would say, in terms of scaling up. Helping our innovators to actually scale up and getting investors, other than getting customers, of course. So these are the roles of our enablement partners. We also have our venture partners. These are direct venture builders or investors that will invest in either the solution or either the companies that come to our platform. So we do have a range of partners that we bring in. The other one would be academia.
Oh, yes.
So we are
yes.
also engaging with universities, research institutions. What they do is they bring ideation and also awareness. So a lot of new topics involving 5G. They do have research and expertise in certain domain. Our job is to be the catalyst, driving them to move towards development and also adoption in the end for enterprise customers. So all these partners that we bring do have different roles to support
they bring different value to the equation, right? And then you are at the center of this, making sure that it happens. Correct. So I guess we see a lot of telcos like U Mobile launching new digital and enterprise solutions, tailoring or refining existing ones all the time. But sometimes scaling this to many enterprises, being able to offer this across the board can be quite challenging, because you would need that many resources. And I guess, in your view, you would have seen, some ups and downs in doing that. So, what determines whether, all these innovations that, that you put on the test bed that come out successful at the experimentation stage can then be deployed successfully in the real world?
Yes. A few things. One is to have the right mindset in the very beginning. So one is to make sure that whatever that we're building is to really solve the problems. So the problem statements must be very clear that when we're building a solution, that it is to solve enterprise problem statements. The other one is to have the mindset of production ready. So whenever that we build something and do pilots or POCs, sometimes it stays as just pilots because we constrain ourselves to think that the solution is just to test, just to show something. But a production ready mindset is to think that at the end of it, it must be production ready. And what does that mean? That means it should be good in terms of performance, in terms of reliability, scalability, agility. So these are all the the most important part will be security. So when we talk about enterprise grade or enterprise ready solution, these are the attributes that a solution must fulfill. So when you design the solution, it must have that mindset the correct mindset from the beginning. So when you go through the process of developing, testing, and demonstrating the solution, it will pass all this. That means even when you do the pilot, you know that the pilot should already simulate the real environment. And that is why we also have our hub to help innovators and also our partners to actually simulate or demonstrate the solution with a real 5G condition, rather than
Yes,
a
like
dummy one.
Yes,
which
you
is
don't
not
do it in
real.
silo.
Yes.
You don't do it in silo just in a pure lab environment.
Correct.
Because at the end of the day, you need to test it in the real, real
Environment.
network, right?
Correct,
And
yes.
in real network, the kind of demands that networks go through today, the bandwidth, everybody competes for bandwidth, and then you have new digital applications like AI applications that just devour whatever bandwidth that is
Yes.
there. So, so putting these tests into real production environments is where I guess the excitement is also it validates the work that's been done for years, sometimes which involves so many partners, so much effort. But I
Correct.
guess that's the best one of the best exciting areas of your job.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what we do is not typical. I'm not quite sure how many other telcos have done. Definitely not in Malaysia, I can say. But I mean, in other more developed markets, yes, we do have some benchmarks that we are looking at. People who have done it in other more advanced countries. So the hub, it's what we offer to the customers or to the public is that the hub is it's equipped with 5G advanced infrastructure, and what it means is that if for in a real production environment for an enterprise, they will need to have as you mentioned the right bandwidth, the right latency, and all that, and that is provided with a real 5G advanced connectivity, and our hub itself is equipped with that infrastructure, and that is how innovators can actually come and test out their solutions. Yeah.
Wow, it sounds really amazing, and I think very exciting because that's where great ideas are born,
Yes.
and also the real implementations start taking off.
Yes.
Right. So I think, Akbar, we have come to the end of the session today. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing these insights. I'm truly amazed that we have such a advanced platform where you bring everyone together. You do this testing, proof of concepts, and then roll this out for enterprises. I think not just for Malaysian enterprises, but also in the region and
Yes.
globally. Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, of course, we are open to support any innovators from any part of the world to in the end come and work together with us so that we can actually serve our customers.
So if I'm a vendor, I can sign up, we go be part of this and see where I can contribute, right?
Yes, definitely. We are very open.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Akbar.
Thank you. Thank you, Tara.